Stefon Diggs is the man. But it seemed like on December the 2nd, he was running a strict program.
Today we learned that Stefon Diggs has been charged with strangulation, assault, and battery. Let's get into the case. So according to...
What did you learn going through that?
Never work with women. How can I be comfortable being in a room with a woman that I work with and not feel like she can just say whatever she wants? It's like, it's not worth it to me.
Stefon Diggs' name is in the news for the wrong reasons right now. Stefon Diggs, the new baby daddy of Cardi B. I made a video about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs a minute. Probably clicked right there. However, he's in the news for allegedly strangulation and assault charges. Now, initially, they didn't say who these charges were about, who these charges were against. A lot of people were thinking, is it Cardi? Did he strangle Cardi? The Patriots are famous for having no tolerance. They let motherfuckers go. They let them go immediately. It says the New England Patriots are aware of the accusations that have been made regarding Stefon Diggs. The Patriots said in a statement, Stefon has informed the organization that he categorically denies the allegations. We support Stefon. We will continue to gather information and will cooperate fully with the appropriate authorities and the NFL as necessary.
Sure.
And there are some disturbing details in the police report that was released. The woman says she is owed a month's salary, and when she asked for it, she says Diggs became violent. Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs accused of trying to choke a woman working as a private chef at this home on Schoolmaster Lane in Dedham. Court documents show Diggs and the woman had been texting because she said he owed her money. She says earlier this month he walked into her unlocked bedroom and, quote, smacked her across the face. She said that she tried to push him away. The male then tried to choke her using the crook of his elbow around her neck. The documents go on to say the woman had trouble breathing and that she felt like she could have blacked out. She said that as she tried to pry his arm away, he tightened his grip. At that point, the male threw her onto the bed. He said something to the effect of, thought so. The woman says when she told Diggs she still hadn't been paid, he responded with lies and walked out of the room. The police report shows the woman had some redness on her chest, but didn't take pictures. Diggs' lawyer says Stefon Diggs categorically denies these allegations. They are unsubstantiated, uncorroborated, and were never investigated because they did not occur. The timing and motivation for making the allegations is crystal clear. They are the direct result of an employee-employer financial dispute that was not resolved to the employee's satisfaction. Stefon looks forward to establishing the truth in a court of law. And Diggs is expected to be formally charged in this courthouse next month. We did try reaching the woman and did not hear back. Live in...
What y'all gonna learn? I learned this when I supervised. When I had to speak to a employee that tends to be hot-headed, male or female, I'm gonna have another supervisor present, or at least another person to witness. If I'm gonna be speak to a female, I'm never gonna be alone. We'll see what the internet screech is saying about this.
Cardi B on that field, Stefon Diggs is the man. But it seemed like on December the 2nd, he was running a strict program. Now listen, apparently Stefon Diggs was charged on December the 2nd with assault and something else, misdemeanor DV. I don't know, okay? We don't know what the particulars are. They ain't even telling us who he did it to. So, we don't know. I mean, in the comment section, they saying, was it Cardi B? Was it somebody else? We don't know. I hope he ain't put his hands on Cardi B. Okay? But what I will say is this. They tried to hide it. First, Boston 25 had reported it. Then, New York Post had reported it. Now, it's up for grabs. They tried to get it, like, pummeled under the networks of the streets and tried to get it not brought to the front and center. But guess what? We here. Now, Stefon Diggs say he ain't do it. With Cardi B lawyers, I'm pretty sure that this will get thrown out. But if I'm not mistaken, one of these charges is a felony charge. Huh? Now, this was right after they whooped the Giants' ass. Well, apparently, Stefon Diggs with the ass-whooping mood. Huh?
They was in the ass-whooping mood. Yeah, I think the choke around the neck with the crook of your elbow, That's the felony right there. Let me just say this about this story. She had her own room there. Okay, live and cook. I don't know how I feel about a live-in cook, male or female. You ain't staying in my crib. Like if you stay in there, like you know that some of the money I'm paying you for these meals is coming out of that rent, right? You're not staying in my crib. You staying down the road. You know what I mean? You staying down the road. And why do I need a cook for anyway? If he got a whole, I don't know if they ain't married, but he got. Listen, the cook is for special occasions. That's what I would do if I was rich. Him busting in the door, like she's painting a picture that she was in the bed minding her business, doing what she do. He busting the door, bitch. I mean, something like that happened. It's crazy not to say nothing about it,
I guess even when it comes down to who's cooking.
Oh, there we go, right there.
Because this is allegedly the private.
The internet streets weren't gonna keep this woman's image hidden for too long. Like, I know they say they want to protect the victim and all this stuff. Protect them how? Because the accused knows who the victim is, and if they got paper, they could possibly get that person touched. So respect them. Listen, if someone is accusing you of something publicly, their face and name needs to be out there, unless they're minors. That's how I feel.
I guess even when it comes down to who's cooking his food, because this is allegedly the private chef, Mila Adams, that is accusing him of strangulation. This is the woman that's in the text messages. And let me ask y'all, did y'all peep how she said, "I'm out your life"? That was very odd to me that a chef with a business relationship would say something like that. I'm out.
She looked like Cardi, don't she? He definitely got. That's what she said. He even got a type to who even cook his food. She looked like Cardi.
She said, "I'm out your life." That was very odd to me that a chef with a business relationship would say something like that. "I'm out your life." That sounded a little bit more intimate, if you ask me. Now, looking at her, do y'all think that she was dealing with Stefon in an intimate manner?
Yeah, it's possible. Like, she living in his crib. She's talking about, "I'm out your life now." I mean, possibly. That's just speculation, of course.
School. Today we learned that Stefon Diggs has been charged with strangulation, assault, and battery. Let's get into the case. So according to the police report, the alleged victim was working for Stefon Diggs as a chef, and she says that she wasn't getting paid, and so she spoke up and was like, "Give me my money." She says that she confronted him about the payment. He entered the room, they argued, and she alleges that he slapped her across the face. She says that she tried to push him away, and then he allegedly choked her from behind using the crook of his elbow around her neck, and she was having trouble breathing. Now let's see if the charges match with the allegations. Choking someone and restricting their breathing, strangulation, that's a felony in, if not every state, in most. That slap to the face, that's assault and battery. Boom, very easy. So at a minimum, those charges track with what she's saying happened. Now, I do want to talk about where the defense attorneys are going to focus. She says that she did not take any photos of her injury. She has no pictures. And so the defense is going to argue, yeah, she has no photos because there is no injury, because there was no incident.
Listen, if you're going to be out here accusing somebody of something, I don't care if it's Joe Schmo to $1 million man. You need to have pictures. The camera is at everybody's fingertips. It is always there. The camera, always there. I mean,
injury because there was no incident, nothing happened. Timing is another issue because the incident allegedly happened on December 2nd. She didn't report it to the police until December 16th. That's a 14-day delay. And so the defense attorneys are going to be like, well, why did you wait so long? If you were so injured and hurt and shaken up, why didn't you go to the police? Is it because you needed some more time to get your stories together? Did you want to try to do a shakedown on my client? When the shakedown didn't work, then you went to the police to make up these allegations. The defense is absolutely going to have something to say about that 14-day delay. And when she did go to the police, she said she did not want to press charges. And that's not completely out of the ordinary. A lot of times people go to the police just because they want documentation. They want a police report, maybe to bolster their evidence later. I mean, if she got assaulted by Stefon Diggs, she probably was going to prepare for a lawsuit later to get paid, not only for the chef services that she provided to him, but for her injuries as well. I don't know. But once you report something like this, the police decide if they want to investigate and press charges or not.
Yeah, man. Yo, the internet don't play, man. It says Stefon Diggs and the most important bruh. When Stefon Diggs doesn't get sweet and sour sauce with his chicken fingers, bruh.
Won't smack this nigga right here. Sam will smack this nigga. Won't smack this nigga right
Damn, right here it says influencer. Who are these people influencing? Who are y'all influencing? Who are these women influencing? I guess other women to be like them. Influencer Eileen Lopera has officially filed a paternity lawsuit. Oh my God. Listen, I hope Stefon Diggs gets his life together. I hope this stuff is not true. Let's see what happens. Let's see what fucking happens, alright? But like I said earlier, you could take this good-hearted advice from one Jason Derulo. Alright? Jason Derulo said it best on what men need to do. And I'm taking it as not just any man, all men.
What did you learn going through that?
Never work with women.
Oh, come on.
There's truth in every joke. But it's a sad truth. Like, I will never be alone in a room with a woman that I work with. Like, ever again.
What?
It's too risky. That case was dismissed twice in two different states. And there's hardly no mention of it online. When that case was brought up, it was on every single blog, every single front page. And I lost so many brand deals, relationships off of a story that was not even slightly believable. She said I sacrificed a goat in a sexual ritual. All people read was the headline, right? And that's all it takes to lose everything. That's a crazy concept. I lost millions of dollars off of an arbitrary story that some woman told. Like a crazy, crazy story that some woman told. So, with that being said, how can I be comfortable being in a room with a woman that I work with and not feel like she can just say whatever she wants? It's like, it's not worth it to me.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. So I just want to say this. Everybody take care of themselves, fellas. If you feel like, not if you feel like, fellas, if you're going to be in a room along with a woman that's giving up those vibes and energies off, make sure you have another person present. I'm going to say this. As a person that used to supervise, have another female present at all times when you're dealing with women. Straight up, period. And ladies, if you feel like a guy, or if you don't trust them, I mean, like, you should be staying in his crib, and you should have everything recorded, or have someone present with you. You gotta take care of each other, because bullshit like this won't happen. I'm gonna be following this Stefon Diggs story. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. All right, in case you meet the one.